If you are watching this video, I am guessing that you need to practice your use of English, which is often the most difficult part when you are doing a Cambridge B2 or C1 exam. And the best way to practice is by simply doing it. In this video, we have a complete original exam, which I wrote with my expertise, knowing common questions for difficult B2 or C1 level and typical questions that you will find on the exam. So let's get into it. 4 parts of the exam with a little break between each one. You're going to count your score. You're going to see how you did. Are you ready for the big exam? Let's start with part 1. We know the rules, but I'm going to recap them just in case. You have 8 questions and 4 options per each question, A, B, C, D. You need to choose the best word. You need to think about vocabulary for the kind of word that fits the context of the sentence, words that mean similar things, words that fit because of prepositions, and so on. Hopefully you've been watching my videos before and you know that this is it. I'm going to show you the answers now. This is like the class. In class, of course, now I would say, now you have 6 minutes to do this and then we will check your answers. Well, your 6 minutes, that's your responsibility to pause the video and try your best at this, take some notes and so on. Because now I'm going to tell you the answers and you're going to get your score out of 8 on this interesting use of English part 1 about salt and pepper, condiments. And number 1, you own the place is an expression that means you feel very confident and you belong. So salt and pepper, they're very confident because they're the most popular condiments. Number 2, that's going to be a mix of different factors. Number 3, it's a humble mineral. It's just salt. It's just sodium chloride, isn't it? It's humble. And number 4, it boosts flavor because it enhances it. It boosts it. Number 5, this triggers a sensation, meaning it causes a sensation. And number 6, prestige will be the word that fits. And number 7, 1, 2, punch from boxing, an effective combination. And number 8, the word we want there is standard. Salt and pepper are the standard choice. So you have a score out of 8 for use of English part 1. And I hope you did well. And you need to write down your score because you're going to get your score out of 36 and see if you get the 60% that you need to be passing. These are probably more like C1 level. You could find some of these on a B2 exam, but if you're getting 60% here, you're definitely doing well on C1. So after use of English part 1, let's take a small break, a little puzzle for you. This is something called a diploid puzzle, which you often see in newspapers or pub quizzes. 7D in a W, that's a way of writing 7 days in a week. Can you figure out what the other 4 abbreviated sentences mean? Fun little puzzle for you just to keep your mind active between the grammar. The kind of thing that I do in my fun English classes. And here come the answers. Of course, there are 26 letters of the alphabet or in the alphabet. That's going to be Snow White. That's going to be cards in a deck, in the French deck, the traditional deck that is mostly used in Anglophone countries. Sorry if there are other decks that I'm unaware of. And 1969, you instantly say first man on the moon. There we go, little puzzle for you there. Let's go on to part 2. And of course, this is slightly different. That's what makes it part 2 and not part 1. You have no options. And the answer to these 8 questions on this text about marriage proposals, will you marry me, are all going to be common grammatical words, and your job is to find the word, what makes sense. Pause the video, and I'm going to go through the answers with a little explanation where necessary. And number one is A. It's taken a turn. It has changed. Number 2, the best answer is when. Gone are the days when, because it's a relative pronoun for time. The days when you just had dinner and popped the question. Number 3, we are turning something into something. To turn something into something, that's the preposition that goes with that phrasal verb. Number 4, as intended, an expression meaning as you wanted it to. We use as here because that's like the function. You wanted it like this. You wanted it to be exactly like this. So as. And number 5, in pursuit of, that's a phrase. Number 6, you opt for something. Really good common Cambridge C1 expression, to opt for something, to choose it. And number 7, stems from subtlety. It's a contrast, isn't it? Instead of, because it's subtle, it's not a grand display. So we need a phrase for contrast with of instead of. And number 8, the lengths people will go to. You go to great lengths to make a fancy marriage proposal in this question. Really good questions. I mean, I'm giving you quality content here for free on YouTube. I hope it is helping you. Score out of 8 for Use of English Part 2. As we move on to the quick translation game. And I do this in my classes, which are in Spain. So this is really only good if you speak Spanish. If you don't, skip ahead. But this is a little game that I think I came up with. I don't know how I thought of this, but probably just randomly thinking of looking at place names. And I realized that some names can translate differently. For example, vine is the past tense of come in Spanish. So that would be came, and puente is bridge, Cambridge. What are the other 4 places? I don't know if they're cities or states, or can you figure it out by translating them to English? If you speak Spanish, if you don't, why are you listening to this? Number 1 is going to be Houston, as they say in American, Houston, to stun somebody, or shoot them with a stun gun, as they do in Star Trek. Muelle Campo, Springfield, of course, home of the Simpsons, and there are lots of different Springfields all over the English-speaking world. No, it's not Washington, is it? That's one I did in class. Boston, of course, it's Boston. And the last one, a nice one, you have to think about pronunciation. Arkansas, which is pronounced slightly irregularly in English. There we go, there's your little translation game so as I said before, keep your mind on its toes, to mix my metaphors, before we go on to part 3, which is obviously what you really want. Part 3, word formation. Take the word in number 1 and transform it so it fits the sentence by adding prefixes, suffixes, by changing it, the verb form, and so on. I will pause the video as you read about dystopian fiction like 1984 and all these classic books. And now I will give you the answers because you have done it, right? In your notes, you have done it. I am choosing questions. I am writing these myself in my own free time. I actually wrote these mostly in hospital because I broke my shoulder bone recently and was very bored in hospital. So I was writing these, coming up with the most common C1 Cambridge style questions. So these are the ones that I know are going to be on the exam, the ones you need to learn. Anyway, number 1, the adjective is apocalyptic. Number 2, we need a noun, the excitement. Number 3, another noun, curiosity. Slightly irregular because we lose this U. Number 4, harsh governments. That's going to be plural. If you don't have it in plural, you don't get the mark. Remember, there's always tricks like that on the exam where it has to be plural. Number 5, creativity. Super common question. Number 6, a nice one with come. You're thinking income, outcome, overcome problems, of course. Inequality. I messed up, didn't I? It's not equality because climate change, loss of freedom. We're talking about issues, problems with society like inequality, because the dystopian fiction always is showing you a society that went wrong. And number 8, a typical one, choices. Of course, slightly easy that one, I think, because it's a common word, but you have to make sure that you spell it correctly, that you're on your best performance. Wrong choices. So score out of 8. To add to your score, you now have a score out of 24. As we look at our last little quiz, which is simply a music quiz. I'm going to play you 4 very short snippets of music, and you have to tell me the name of the genre in English. We are doing some very basic vocab here, but it's a bit of fun to take your mind off the grammar. What genre would you say this is? Now let's try number 2. Obviously you can listen again if you want to by going back 15 seconds. I think that's fairly easy, but maybe that's because I'm used to this kind of, it's very English-centric, American-centric. Number 3. And number 4. And the answers, I mean, I say the answers when I put into YouTube like royalty-free music, this is what came up. So somebody's saying it is this genre. Of course, we had some indie, some country, some R&B, and some metal. The last one was quite easy, wasn't it? As we move on to Use of English Part 4. 6 questions about buffets, all-you-can-eat buffets. 3 words minimum, 6 words maximum. You must use the word as given. 2 marks each, so 12 marks available here, the most important part of the Use of English exam. Take your time on it, take 5-10 minutes, as long as it takes. Read them carefully. Keep all of the information the same. Be careful with tenses and plurals and all those kind of things. You have paused the video. You have done it because you are here to study like a serious person. And now I will seriously tell you the answers. We are talking about food running out, so there will not be any left because they're going to run out. You can say will not be any or will be no. Both of them are fine. If you won't eat any more, then you won't eat any. This is just an expression for the time being. It's a tough expression, but that's the kind of expression that you will find on a C1 exam. For the time being means for now, with the implication that something could change later. Number 3, we have something about compensating with made. So you are thinking of a phrasal verb, make up. Made up for means compensated. The lack of quality, because the quality was lacking. There was a lack of quality. Again, tough C1 questions, but you can see the discrete points that you are trying to learn. If you didn't know it, now you've learned it. So you should know it for next time, because these are the kind of questions that will be repeated. The kind of grammar points that will be repeated. Number 4, we have seldom. So you are instantly thinking inversion. This is a word that's always on inversion questions on C1. Seldom are good chips found. Like a question, right? Are good chips found? You have taken the subject, good chips, and you've inverted it with the auxiliary verb are. Good chips are found. Seldom are good chips found. Tough question, but again, inversion, C1, what you should be expected to know. And number 3, this is a present participle, isn't it? So he had never had. He disliked fish, so he had never had. Well, it's not a present participle, no. It's more about the past perfect there. So he had never had. You just need to make it into a different way of saying the same thing, as always with these questions. And number 6, yeah, he made the chef cook it. So we need a causative sentence, as we study in our English classes. He had his steak cooked. He had it done. Someone did it for him. The chef did it for him. As we know, you have 1 point for each side of the line in these questions, which gives you a total out of 12 and a total out of 36. You are looking for 60% minimum, 22 out of 36. You also should be thinking which part was most difficult. Which part do you need to practice more, and how you can do it? By looking at more questions online, by looking at my videos for each part, deep dives focusing on each part, and by reading more as always and in general. I hope that was useful. Goodbye.